What's up, family? Welcome back to Truthville, USA. I am Q. Wow, if you guys have been following this Fani Willis thing, I've been watching it. I put in, oh my goodness, probably 4 or 5 hours listening to the case yesterday, listening to, I don't want to call it a trial, but the hearing. If you guys have been paying attention, Fani Willis has been, she's the district attorney of Fulton County. And so she is bringing the case against Trump for the RICO case, saying that he tried to essentially steal an election. He tried to influence the election. And so she's bringing criminal and racketeering charges against Trump as a result of this. Now, the spotlight has been turned on her. Now, guys, I don't know which side of the aisle you fall, and really and truly, this shouldn't be a partisan matter at all. But I believe that our leaders should be above reproach. I believe whether you are a police officer or you are the president of the United States, if you hold a place of authority, if you hold a position of authority in this country, you should be subject to the same laws as the dog catcher. Okay, and I think most Americans would agree with me on this. So Fani Willis, the district attorney, is bringing this case. Many other district attorneys saw that this case. They looked at it. They said, no, he didn't do anything wrong. These were Republicans. These were Democrats. These were libertarians. They looked at it. They didn't want to bring it. For whatever reason, Fani Willis, being a Soros-funded district attorney, decided she was going to take this up and she was going to run with it. But when you live in a glass house, you don't throw stones. And she threw stones at the wrong people, and she got in over her skis. The problem is now she's being questioned about an improper relationship with the attorney who's actually prosecuting the case, the lead attorney. Now, the issue here is that, okay, they were consenting adults. They did these things. Many people were on her side, saying, you guys are just trying to shift blame. Well, I could see how you would say that. The problem is that it was brought to the court's attention that these two had a romantic relationship. But the problem is that she and he both lied, seemingly lied, according to the testimony we heard yesterday, about the relationship and when that relationship started. And it turns out that this relationship indeed started long before this case was even a thing, clear back 2020. In addition to that, there was a large sum of money that has been paid to the firm of her boyfriend slash partner, whatever, and he then used those monies, or a large sum of those monies, to take extravagant trips with Fani Willis. And so she was taking money from the taxpayers of Georgia. She was then funneling that money to her lover. And then he was taking her on lavish trips using his company credit card to do so. And then she was giving him cash to boot to cover those costs. So where she was sitting on all this cash, I don't know. But then the biggest revelation to me yesterday is that they brought up the fact that she, Fani Willis, prior to all of this, was in dire straits financially. Now, listen. I'm not about to knock somebody for being in a terrible financial position. I've been there. Most of us have been in places where we didn't have two nickels to rub together. The thing that's concerning to me is that you are the district attorney of Fulton County. You are completely broke. So what do? Well, unlike most people who would go out and get a second job or moonlight or attempt to find a way to make more money, well, she did. She found a way to make more money. It was called making a book, writing a book entitled find me the votes, or find the votes. She decided she was going to make a book about Donald Trump in this case, which, as far as I'm concerned, that sounds like you were trying to enrich yourself on the name of Donald Trump. So how can I trust that anything you have to say in this case is actually going to be factual and correct, because you have a vested interest in pushing this narrative and keeping it in front of the people? Whether or not Trump gets indicted, whether or not Trump gets convicted or not, you're still winning because you are selling copies of your book. As long as she can remain relevant, she continues to win. She is crawling out of this financial hole. And people are watching this and they're saying, man, the way she conducted herself, watch it. If you want to be disgusted, watch and see how this officer of the court addressed the court yesterday and her colleagues. She was nasty. She was absolutely disrespectful. I mean, it was terrible. If she was anyone else, she would have been held in contempt, but she was not. I challenge you to take a look at it and see what's going on. But guys, I'm excited because I feel like we are finding the truth. The truth is working its way out. And that's all we are about here. We are all about the truth. God forbid any of you guys that are watching this ever find yourself in a position where you are the subject of scrutiny and you have the full weight of the state or the federal government coming down on you in order to enrich themselves or enrich a prosecutor. Guys, all of us should be against that. People making the money off of our demise. I don't like it. I'm sure most of you guys don't like it, but comment below. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys watch the hearing, I'd love to hear what you guys think. How do you think this is going to play out? Love y'all. See you later. Be blessed.